Lighting's pretty bad. Of course I'm concerned about that because I'm a guy who's studying filmmaking right now. I'm in a place called Zwijkhuizen. I used to come here as a kid with my father on a bike. For me, it was a pretty steep hill. We used to bike up there. And then at the top, we'd have hot chocolate as a celebration. So I just thought tonight I'd commemorate that just to run up a little bit and then record this little video. I really want to talk to you about your discipline as a musician. I preach this stuff all the time here. It's one thing to want to be a musician, but it's another thing to actually be one. And it's true. Nobody really gives a fuck about you until you get to the point where people start celebrating you. At that point, everyone wishes they knew you. Today, I want to share with you a new revelation I've come across. A lot of people call it the law of attraction. I don't really care what it's called, to be honest. All I know is it works. Another way to put it, I think, would be fake it till you make it. If you feel a certain way, and you prove that to the people around you, you are that person. Also, just take a look at this fucking view. Holy shit. It's not bad. It's not bad. I'm putting this out here first for myself. I'm saying this. By this time next year, that's the 8th of July, specifically, I will times 10 my channel subscription. By this time next year, we'll be at 5,000. I'm certain of that. And I know the things I'm going to put in place to make sure that happens. But there's no denying that will happen. You see that right there is the law of attraction. You don't have to take it from me. You could take it from literally anyone that's made it in any industry. You know something is right when everyone who didn't make it tells you it's stupid. You know, it is quite a sensitive subject, and I'm shouting this on the streets, and it's very uncomfortable for me. I feel like I'm quite an outgoing person, but I'm not that extroverted. But I like to grow together with this channel, and I'd like to do more stuff outdoors like this. Now, to get to the meat and potatoes of the subject, how the fuck are you going to implement it for yourself? I mean, you kind of at this point probably figured out what your message is, what kind of genre of music you're making, why you're making it, you know, and who you're really making it for. Whether you're going down a very commercial path or not, whether you're going down an artistic path, chances are you probably want to be making a whole lot more money from this. The music industry means you don't make any money until you're practically at the top 1%. But all it takes to get to the top 1% is to rise by 1% every day. And what does that 1% take? Is your mentality. To get that shit straight before you put any practical moves into so to say, practice, get your mindset straight. This is with anything. You want to work on your body? The first thing is getting your mental health right. And that's the same with music. Nobody talks about this, but why is this thing called the 10,000 hour theory so talked about? Because we like hearing stuff in numbers. Alright, so let's talk about the 10,000 hour theory. Well, I'm pretty sure what it means is if by the time you've passed 10,000 hours of working and making music and you're still doing it passionately, I mean, yeah, you're a fucking musician. And by that time, you're successful at it. Because guess what? 99% of other people would have stopped way before 10,000 hours. That is my interpretation of 10,000 hours. I've actually been pretty nerdy about this shit, and I've calculated what it would take for me to get to 10,000 hours. And by the time I'm 25 to 27, I will have passed 10,000 hours. I'm 19 at this point, but I'm, like I said, confident that I'm gonna grow really fucking hard this year, and I'm gonna keep growing. So by the time I am 25, I will own my own record label. Again, these are the kind of goals you don't talk about publicly, but I'm putting myself out so that you can kind of relate, because I'm sure you have pretty crazy goals of yourself. But this video means a lot to me. Probably won't reach a lot of people because of the way YouTube algorithm works. If I clickbait the fuck out of this video, you know it's only just so I can get this out to more people, because this shit is important. I actually joined Masterclass, and I've watched a lot of filmmakers talk about their journey. Whenever they get deep is really when I get quite a lot of learning value out of the classes. So I'm just gonna cut to the chase and be fucking deep with you, you know what I mean? Like all these filmmakers are saying, if you're not enjoying it, don't do it. That's why I've been saying this shit for so long. Because the first step of becoming a musician is enjoying it. Then is enjoying it for 10,000 fucking hours. And if you're not comfortable with that idea, then get comfortable with it. I spoke to someone really important in my life recently, a really intelligent man, and he told me one good thing you could do is to find 2 or 3 mentors in your life. Connect with them. Some people that have spent tens of years in what you want to do, and be their little slave. You know, take what they do with no fucking grain of salt. Just soak in all of their abundance. You're gonna come out in 1 year's time having taken in what they will have spent 20 years failing on. But if you want to be an independent artist, you already sort of know the whole saying of this is the time to be an independent artist. It's just kind of words in a cloud of what the fuck am I gonna do, if that makes any sense. If you don't believe what I'm saying right now, keep watching this channel. Come back to this channel in about a year's time, 2 years time. There's a reason why I don't delete old videos. Some of these videos that are still on my channel, I'm really embarrassed by. There was a time where I used to delete my videos, and I definitely wish I didn't, because there's so much power in looking retrospectively. A retrospective insight means you understand where you came from and you see where you are now. It's like doing therapy with yourself. Look, I'm gonna tell you the truth right now. There's some people that have really great connections that I'm talking to right now from my music. You know, they see something in me, and I'm so happy that they do. But they see something in me that I sometimes feel like I just can't achieve yet. But when I feel like that, I say, it. Why not? So let me do these things. Let me fail, but let me also succeed in new ways no one's ever fucking seen before. I said a thing recently, and I want to close this video off with this. It's a little less deep. By replicating someone else's footsteps, you're always one step behind.